Live.
Episode 19, 10 plus 9. 9 plus 10.
9 plus 10. Should have done that.
Funny.
How does he do it?
Ugh.
I just got done playing golf. It's like 40 degrees and windy.
That's fun.
What'd you shoot?
I stopped keeping track after like the third hole. It was a bad day at the office.
Well, Kai just went to Top Golf, and he said he's going to send videos if he did good.
Actually, so we got there and they said it was a 4-hour wait, and we were like, well, we were just in the area and we are like, all right, let's put our name in and like we'll see. They just never hit us up. So what's up, Rishi? We just went live, so it's perfect time. All right, I'm gonna pop this link in the chat.
All right, let me get this.
I was not able to go back to find everyone's predictions, by the way. So.
Nah, it's all good. We'll have like at least one more show before the school year's over. So
in that case, I got all my predictions right.
Book it.
I know for a fact for DPOI, I had Jaren Jackson Jr. Or maybe I had him for most improved. But I know I had KD for MVP, which could have happened, but he got hurt. So
I know I had Trae Young for MVP.
You did. That was a hot take you actually gave.
I don't remember any of mine.
He led the league in total points and assists, so that was basically right.
That was a 9 seed.
Yeah, but he's also like the worst defender in the NBA.
No, that would be Greg Popovich. It's probably the worst.
I'll give you this. I
crazy.
think Trae Young gets back on defense more than James Harden does.
Oh, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it, but let's just open up the show. Everybody, it's across the board. Episode 9 plus 10. That is Austin's joke.
21
there. But no, I mean, episode 21. We're really excited. It's been 3 weeks actually. I just checked. It's been 3 weeks since we last had a show, so we got a lot to cover. We're gonna try to cover as much as we can because there's been a lot going on. But today we're gonna try to cover. Well, first we'll start with some NBA. Then we're gonna go into some Champions League. And then we're going to try to cover maybe some of the start of the MLB season. We got to recap March Madness too. And then NFL. Yeah, there's a lot, guys. It's a lot. There's a lot in one episode. Well, we'll get what we get. But yeah, today we have Chase joining from his phone. We have Rishi and we have Austin. So without further ado, fellas, NBA playing finales tonight.
Ooh.
What are the two games? Pelicans,
Spurs.
Pelicans play the Clippers.
Yeah,
and George-less Clippers.
Yeah, and then it's Hawks, Cavs. That other one.
I think they tipped at 7:30, and then the other one's like 10.
That's like all I'm gonna say is how Zion's 360 dunking out there. He's still not playing. Well, I don't know what the deal with that is.
About 315.
Playing basketball will cut into his eating time, so
that's true. But I mean, look at that Pelicans game. I mean, yeah, I honestly they must have gone a little surge towards the end of the season because I thought they were kind of. I don't know. I had no idea that they were because did they come into the play-in as a 9? Right?
Yeah, they were the 9. Spurs were the 10.
Spurs were the 10.
They were kind of always floating in that like 9.
They were always floating. Okay. But yeah, I mean. Looking at that game, you feel like the Clippers should win, but Paul George is confirmed out. Is what I'm hearing.
Nah, wouldn't it be so funny if Pelicans made it though?
I was actually going to pick Pelicans no matter what. So
really,
I have 3 words for you, gentlemen: Grand Theft Alvarado. Man, I gotta see it. I gotta see it in the playoffs.
Brandon Ingram is a top whatever you want to say player. Like I think he's a number 1 option in his prime. So
don't mind mentioning Herb Jones.
He's defense.
Kira Lewis. Who's the Pelicans?
I'm not gonna act like I watch Pelicans basketball, guys. I won't lie to you. I had no idea they were here.
Let's not forget CJ McCollum, who's like
I forgot he got traded there.
I'll give it up. He's pretty solid.
He's a solid player. I mean, that's honestly that's a decent team.
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram, okay. CJ McCollum, Herb Jones.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's good. Or didn't they trade him? Or no, they
Uh,
traded.
no, they
they
traded
have
for him.
Valanciunas.
Yeah.
Looking at their basketball reference page, CJ McCollum, Brandon Ingram, was it Alvarado's the GOAT?
Alvarado.
There was a stat they popped before the Spurs game where with Brandon Ingram they have like 31 and 15 or whatever, and without him they were like 9 and 29.
Yeesh.
So-
Wow, that's ridiculous. How much is he averaging this year?
vote getter Brandon Ingram.
To be
MVP.
fair with that was at the beginning of the year when he was hurt. The Pelicans started off with like one win the first like 14.
Yeah, that
So-
was sad.
It's kind of inflated towards that really, really bad start they had. But CJ McCollum really like gave that team a guard that was steady.
Yeah.
And Brandon Ingram's always going to be able to score. And Valanciunas is, decent guy, good player.
Yeah.
Like they had the makings of like a play-in the West team.
Who
Yeah.
would have thought? Who would have thought?
Without
In the
Zion. Oh.
But who would
Go
have
ahead,
thought
though.
in the play-in you've got the Pelicans versus the Clippers, and all we can talk about is the Pelicans.
I don't know. I think it's just because the entire Clippers, like half the Clippers roster, got lost in the Bermuda Triangle this season.
Yeah. Because Kawhi hasn't played all year, right?
I hasn't played all year.
Right.
George has been hurt. I thought everybody else, like Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, I don't know they just kind of faded off and nothing. Wow, would we have guessed the Clippers and possibly the Clippers and the Lakers not make the playoffs this year?
That'd be hilarious.
Lakers was. I feel like everybody was kind of
That'd
like
have been a
it could
money
happen.
making parlay right there.
I want
Yeah.
to say I know for a fact on the prediction show that we did for NBA, I said Lakers will make the play-in and miss the playoffs.
You did say that. I do remember that. But
So
we're not
I was
ESPN.
right on that.
We're not going to talk about the Lakers. We're not.
Well, you did
ESPN.
say they'd make the play.
I did say they'd make the play-in. They didn't, which whatever. But I did say they'd make the play or they'd miss the playoffs. So I'm
All
taking
those,
credit for that.
all those, who gonna stop this lineup? I don't know.
We're gonna.
Well, it was like
Oh.
Westbrook. It was Westbrook, LeBron, Davis, Anthony, and I don't know whoever.
Anthony Davis.
Data
Yeah.
Davis.
David
My
Davis,
God.
street clothes.
Oh my God. Let's talk about the better play-in game, Cavs Hawks.
Whoa,
Can't
whoa,
lie,
whoa,
the
whoa,
Cavs.
whoa, whoa, whoa! I know
What?
this is the today game, but how are you just gonna disrespect the Timberwolves like that?
They just won the NBA championship.
Yeah.
Look,
Okay.
you can make
they're
fun
good.
of the celebration. Anthony Edwards is the GOAT. I don't care.
That team hasn't won a playoff series since like 03 or 04. So like they should celebrate making the playoffs.
They've won one playoff game since 2004. I'm aware, but still.
So, yeah, then they should be happy.
I'm not glossing. I mean, we were gonna go over the playoff matchups. We're just going through the play-in first. Jesus.
This isn't your lead-off story.
You little ant. He's a little ant stan. I can already tell.
I still look. I am. I don't care. He does like.
I love isolation
I've-
mid-range jumpers.
I don't care. He'll still dunk on someone every game, and it'll make me happy. All right. You give him
All right.
his love,
Chase,
and then we can
would
move
you-
on.
Would you say that Anthony Edwards is the next Michael Jordan?
I hope he's not.
That's
I
a
like
take
people who
floating around
actually
out there.
plays- I like the players who actually play in the league the whole time and don't quit 3 times.
If you search
My
Anthony,
personal favorite.
if you search Anthony Edwards, Michael Jordan on Twitter, I promise you there are some takes out there.
There will
Oh,
be
I've-
any take
I've
on
seen-
Twitter in the world that you could think of.
Shout out to Kansas Mickey Mouse Run.
Mickey Mouse tourney. Cavs Hawks. Yeah, I mean honestly, I feel like if the Cavs lose this game, I feel bad for them. I feel like I thought they were in solid playoff position all. I mean, that's just the East though. The East was like a 3-game difference between making the play-in and being a 3rd seed. So
Well, Jared Allen got hurt, and then they started
Yeah.
losing.
yeah.
Is he? I don't know. I haven't been able to check. Is he playing today, or is he still down?
For me, the big
I don't
downturn in the
He will
Cavs
play-
season was
he'll play
the
tonight.
Ricky Rubio injury. I feel like that is what tanked
That
their season a
ancillary-
little bit.
That ancillary playmaking that they lost.
Is
Yeah.
it really
Very-
weird to say that Ricky Rubio was the heart and soul of the Cavs? for,
Ricky
like, the
Rubio's
first
a
20
good
He's
basketball
my
player.
heart and soul.
For
He's
a
a good
six-
basketball player.
For a backup point guard, name a better backup point guard than Ricky Rubio right now. I didn't
Sure,
think this
Sean
through, so this could be a terrible take.
I
But
don't know. Jordan
Ah.
Poole's not really a point guard, but
Yeah.
What about Cameron Payne? Killing it, man. I would definitely take Ricky Rubio over him, but still.
I thought you were about to give me the campaign 6 man of the year take right there.
No, he's no.
Yeah, I just think of that video when he was talking with LeBron. LeBron was just like, "You were at home last year, man, doing all that talking." I don't know if you guys ever saw that. It was hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny.
But no, I don't know who I have this game. I want the Cavs to win. It'd be cool for the Hawks to get back in the playoffs, but either way, they're gonna play a good Heat team. Either team's gonna play a good Heat team. So
I think I like the way the Cavs were playing a lot this year, but I feel like the Hawks are pretty good. Like for an 8th seed, like I don't think they'd get swept in the first round.
okay.
The
Huh?
East is a bloodbath. I
Yeah.
agree with Rishi. I could see the Hawks, like, Trae Young gets hot and they somehow squeak past the Heat. I don't think they would, but
I don't know if bloodbath is the right way to put it. I feel like there's a lot of parity in the East.
Yeah.
so there's a much better word that you can use, but I can't say it on air. It begins with cluster.
Mm.
Mm.
Cluster truck, like the food you can get and they deliver.
Yeah.
to-
But my point with it is, like, the Hawks would be competitive against the Heat. You could definitely see, why am I blanking on who it is? The Celtics Nets, like the Nets still have KD and Kyrie.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah, don't
And
forget-
Ben
does
10.
come back,
Don't forget Ben 10.
yeah, not shooting those wide open threes while they clog the paint, it's gonna be great. But like
He's a
this
defender.
should still be competitive. I personally think that the Raptors beat the Sixers in the first round.
That's
And
not
then
ridiculous. That's
the-
not ridiculous to say that. That's
No,
not
I mean
ridiculous.
it's a 4-5, so like it's supposed to be a throw up, but no one would think that the Raptors should beat the Sixers.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
then-
Matisse Thybulle can't play
Yeah.
in half the game.
Can't play in Canada.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Is that just vaccination?
Yeah,
Stuff, I'm
he's
guessing.
like only
Yeah.
available for home games.
Yeah, that's
But
tough.
it's like I could see so many, like I could see the Nets making the finals. I could see the Celtics. I could see the Bucks. Like, I could see the Heat. Like, there's 4 teams in the East that I could be like, okay, yeah, they made it. I want to be surprised.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like in the West, I feel like there's 3. So maybe it's a little
Who's your
closer.
3?
The Grizzlies, the Warriors, and the Suns.
I agree with 2 of them. I love the
I got-
Grizzlies, but I think it's Warriors or Suns.
I got a text. I got a text from Willie. He said, "Check the comments," and he says, "Chase on the phone." You have a number 1 fan, Rishi. Sounds
Let's
like one of
go.
those ESPN analysts. We love you, Willie. We love you.
I am
No,
on the
yeah.
phone, really.
But yeah, I mean, there's East. East is gonna be fun. I feel like it's just gonna be a fun playoff.
I think this is going to be a really fun playoffs.
Yeah, I feel like it's.
I mean,
it's
and to
gonna be
cap
fun.
off what I feel like has been a very fun NBA season. I feel like the
Yeah.
Suns have been the prohibitive favorite, but not by a lot, I guess.
But you
But
can still see other teams in the
I could-
West
yeah, I
like
could definitely
easily
see, like,
taking them.
5
Yeah.
or 6 teams winning the whole thing.
To me, the Grizzlies feel like that young, I don't know what year it was, maybe it was like 14-15 or 15-16 Warriors when like Steph, Clay, and Draymond like first burst onto the scene. Like the Warriors felt like that to me this year.
To
I mean,
me,
the
they more
Grizzlies
strike me
felt like
as
that.
they more strike me as the like the first time the Sixers made the playoffs in a while, like that kind of young.
The
Because
Sixers, was that Tobias Harrison?
Yeah, it
all
was.
of
I think it was
them?
like 2017, 2018 when they like won 11 out of their last 12 to get the 3 seed in the East.
I
Mm.
felt like that team had more star power, honestly.
I think the Grizzlies are like just more of a team, but I will always say this: they're gonna follow the storyline of young team with really superstar young player makes it to the playoffs. They gotta lose in the conference finals though. It's gotta happen.
Yeah.
But no, I mean that team's good. John Morant, man, he's He's one of the
He's
best
fun.
young leaders. Yeah, fun. One of the best
He's on
young
his Grizzlies.
leaders. Yeah,
Justin
seems fun.
Bain could easily say, "I'm your dad," and everyone would be like, "Okay."
yeah.
Even
No,
Adams,
Brandon Clark. He's one of my favorite players. I think he's the second. He has the second highest like box plus minus on the Grizzlies. I knew when he was coming out of Gonzaga that Brandon Clark would be a stud in the NBA. He's a like a small minutes stud. He's my boy.
I was gonna say, even though he got benched last year at the playoffs.
Listen,
Ja
free
versus
throws are
Ant in the first
fun.
round. That's gonna be a fun series. Grizz versus Timberwolves.
I can tell you right now, r/Timberwolves need to calm it down a little bit. With
I have
everyone
not been on
saying
NBA
that they're
Reddit.
getting- oh, it's a great time, especially around playing. I can tell you that. Perusing the NBA Reddit is amazing at all times, but the r/Timberwolves needs to back it down a little bit.
That
So I
sounds
guess
like
back to
Timberwolves
our-
fans.
Back to our original point, I guess. Who are we taking in the 2 playing games tonight?
Give me Cavs. And give me Pels.
I'm with Kai.
Rishi?
I liked Cleveland and I liked New Orleans in the original matchups. I think this time I could take Atlanta and the Clippers. Actually, I'll take Atlanta and New Orleans.
So we're split.
Respect.
I'm as much as I do not like the Hawks or Trae Young all that much, they do have Kevon Herter. So I gotta go Hawks. I'm going Pels, which I already
Kevon Herter.
His nickname's Kevon. If he's on fire, they call him Kevon.
I thought his nickname was like Red Velvet.
Well, he is Red
Yeah.
Velvet. But
That's
like,
the best nickname of all time.
All right. Well, we do got to keep it moving. Is there any like first round matchups that we really want to cover? I don't know if we need to go through every single one, but
I think Jazz Mavericks is definitely
Yeah.
my pick
Listen,
for the first round.
listen, Maverick fans, I'm so sorry for they are always in the bloodbath of like first round matchups. Them and the Nuggets. It's like always those two teams that are battling in the first round.
I swear this is the first time like 7 years the Nuggets haven't played the Jazz in the first round. So
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was Nugget. I thought it was always Nuggets Mavs, honestly. Jazz
No,
were like
Mavs
number
get
one.
the Clippers. Mavs get the Clippers. Luka beats them 2 times by
That's what
himself.
it is. Yeah.
And now he has a calf strain. So
Mm.
the Jazz are gonna luck into the second round again somehow. Unless Spencer
Please.
Dinwiddie becomes Jesus himself.
Spencer
Yeah,
Dinwiddie's on the Jazz?
No, he's on the Mavericks.
He's on the Mavericks.
Oh, he's on the Mavericks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Chris Stapps. He's
He was
the big
in that-
piece for Chris Stapps.
trade, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, no, I think that's a good matchup. I already said this, but Grizz Timberwolves, I think is going to be a really fun one. But yeah, I mean, look at East now. Yeah, I don't know. Celtics next would probably be pretty fun.
Yeah, that one's gonna be great.
But 76ers Raptors, that one's going to be a fun one too. Like, there's just like a lot of like close series. I think like there's going to be a lot of good games.
Fun
I'm also
fact,
like
I
a Celtics
already
hater,
said the
so
Fun fact for the Raptors one: Fred VanVleet only played, I think, in one of their 4 matchups against the Sixers, and OG Anunoby only played in 1 game out of the 4. Joel played in 3 of the 4, and Harden played in 2 in the 4. Raptors still beat the Sixers 3-1 in the regular season.
should be fun. But yeah,
Nah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys are ready for playoff Harden.
playoff Harden.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, sir. 0 for 9 in the third quarter. I can't wait.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm talking 11 for 36.
Do we want to go through awards? Talk about like award predictions real quick.
I feel like we'll be pretty. I feel like we can fly through it. 'Cause we'll be pretty similar.
Yeah. All right, MVP. Who do we have?
Everybody on 3. 1, 2, 3. Nikola Jokic.
Jokic. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Devin Booker. Screw you, Austin.
What'd you
yeah.
say?
I said Devin Booker.
Yeah. No, I
Nah,
think it
Devin
should be
Booker is-
Jokic.
Okay, can I?
He's
I want to
good.
get on my. Let me get on my.
Go
my
for it. Go for it.
The advanced
Go
analytics
Fox.
numbers. All right, I'm gonna pull up.
Get the screen share going.
All right, so
Oh boy.
guess. Oh my God, guess how many Raptor wins above replacement Nikola Jokic is ahead of the second place person.
32.
At least I was gonna say at least like 11.
Did you
He
guys
is
just hear
9
Austin giggle with glee when he saw how Nikola Jokic was than Devin Booker and Raptors?
He is 9 wins above replacement ahead of the second place person, who is Jason Tatum. Fun fact. He,
No.
I
have,
do think 32 for wins above replacement.
Yeah, I was just like,
He's half a season better than any player in the league, huh?
hell yeah.
Nikola Jokic is on pace to finish with the highest box plus minus in NBA history. Fun fact. Better than
But
any
Austin,
Michael Jordan.
Joel Embiid gets double teamed more.
That's not what it is, bro.
No, I mean, yeah, in all seriousness, for Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. to be out all year and for the Nuggets to still be where they are is pretty impressive.
Are they coming back for playoffs?
I don't think so.
Dang.
Yeah, I think they're both done.
Yeah, like he's cuckoo crazy with it. People don't understand.
But Devin Booker has a nice house.
Devin Booker hit mid-range jump shot.
And his house, his if you look at his, I don't know if you guys seen those NBA videos where they do the house tours, but it's like a home. It's nicely furnished and styled, very cozy.
Good cause. Where he lives.
Nikola
is the
Jokic
home.
learned English playing Call of Duty. He's the best big man passer in NBA history. He's my GOAT.
I forgot one thing. I was gonna say this before, but you can't give Jokic the MVP because he shoved Marcus, or was it Markieff Morris?
Yeah.
He shoved Markieff Morris, and he was out for like the entire year. Like no one talked about that. You can't give him the MVP.
He's got the
That's worse
Serbian
than-
voodoo black magic.
That's
How do you think
worse
he
than
sees all
Kendrick
the
Nunn.
people?
Kendrick Nunn was out with a bone bruise all year, and everybody's like, "What?
I'm telling you,
What?"
The highlight of the NBA season was watching Jokic drop like absolute dimes, and then watching his backup players whiff wide open layups.
Also, back to the shoving point. Another one of his teammates, Campazzo, went and just like shoved the hell out of Wayne Ellington the other day. Like I don't know what they're doing over there in Denver.
Something's in the water.
Wayne tweeted out, he was like, next time I see him, put hands on you. But it was just like, when's the next time these two dudes are gonna be in the NBA again playing? Like
in the G League.
I'm
gonna see you in Rio Grande Valley
for the backwards pass.
all right, rookie of the year. Who's our rookie of the year?
Evan Mobley.
It's Cade, dude. It's
I
Cade.
feel like it should be. Hasn't Evan been out for a bit?
He missed some time, but Cade missed the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Cade's been really good lately.
Are we not even
I
like
heard-
mention Scotty Barnes either?
I
Is
mean,
he
it's
hurt?
between,
No, I mean-
I feel like it's between those three.
That's the
I'm a-
clear top three, which is crazy because there are other really good rookies. Like Franz Wagner was really good this year.
Yeah.
Herb Jones was good this year. But I don't know. To me, it's like who was the most impactful this year without having done a ton of research? I feel like Cade is.
I feel like Scotty starts, right? I'm pretty sure Scotty starts.
Okay, looking at the numbers, I'm changing my answer to Scotty Barnes.
Like I feel like
You're not
he's a
supposed-
contributing
I was supposed
player.
To be the only one. I was supposed to be the only one.
Okay, fine. Evan Mobley, because I loved him coming out of college.
I did as well, but I think Scotty Barnes deserves it because his team's a 5th seed. He didn't lead the team.
No, but he's a
but
contributing player. He was definitely a
He
contributing player.
stepped in, played starting minutes, no matter what, and is impactful on both ends. And his team's a 5th seed. Like
Yeah,
Cade,
yeah.
Really,
For the advanced stats, you're really haggling over a couple win shares. So it's really kind of close, but to me, it's just like Evan Mobley was the Cavs' identity on defense. Like as soon as he came in, he gave them that identity of like a defense team with the three towers or whatever.
the only argument I have against that is they lost talent and their defense got a lot worse. I'm not saying
No.
like with Mobley, it's the same thing. If they drop off, I'm sure, but they lost Allen and it took a significant hit.
Yeah. Does anybody know who the favorite is right now?
I think it's
I think
Mobley.
it's Cade.
Mobley, Cade. Okay. Interesting. Well, guys, we do gotta keep it moving. Is there anything else for NBA? I know we didn't cover
We
everything.
just do rapid
but-
fire for the rest of the awards. No arguments.
Coach of the year.
You
gotta
say
say.
I mean, I give it who Taylor Jenkins, right?
I was gonna say.
Is that
maybe
Grizz
Taylor
coach?
Jenkins. Yeah.
It's between him or Monty, I'd say. So
I give it to Taylor. But Monty, I mean, like the Suns were good. They were phenomenal this year, but they were also good last year. So
They were really good this year.
DPOY or Y DPOY. Sorry,
Mikal Bridges.
I don't know.
Mikal Bridges. You could throw in Giannis.
Well, Draymond, no, actually Giannis, because Draymond missed too much time.
The Bucks
Yeah.
defense wasn't good enough for Giannis to win it. Like their team
Yeah.
defense was good.
MIP. Jordan Poole.
Jordan
Jordan
Poole.
Poole.
Yeah.
Yep.
After that one's. Is he averaging like 18
I don't even
this
know
year?
if he's a favorite.
He
I
should
don't
be.
He's
know.
like John Moran or something.
It shouldn't
Yeah,
be
'cause
John. He was
nah.
good last year.
And Poole was in the G League last year, or
Yeah.
spent time in the G League last year. Is there anything else I'm missing? We did coach, MVP, rookie, DPOI,
I think we
MIP.
can move on.
That's
I think
everybody.
six man is just out
Who,
here.
All right.
who's winning the championship?
Golden State.
I think this is gonna be the Suns
got
here.
Phoenix.
Honestly, yeah, I think it's gonna be their year.
It feels like
I
the
got
Suns.
I have a Phoenix Bucks rematch. That's my prediction.
Really?
Lots of thought, but I think it's going to be a Phoenix Bucks rematch.
I do think we're going to see a very fun playoffs this year. I think this is going to be a really good playoffs.
It should be. But moving on, Chase, I know you wanted to cover some Champions League soccer. Break it down for us. What happened?
So I'll do my best to recount scores and everything that I can. I don't have the privilege of staring at a screen because I'm a good driver.
I'll look up some stuff for you. You just talk and I fill in.
I mean, that'll work. So the big ones that we saw was Liverpool played Benfica and Villarreal played Bayern. Man
Just the
City played
quarterfinal, by the way.
Yes,
Right,
Atletico Madrid played Manchester City, and Real Madrid played Chelsea. Chelsea came flying back in the second leg and missed so many shots. Kai, I know you watched that game. They missed so many shots that were like in the
They
box,
did.
unmarked.
Yeah.
But if you haven't, I know like none of you guys watch soccer actually. But if you haven't, just look up Luka Modric's pass.
I saw that. That was the craziest thing I think I've ever seen somebody do with a soccer ball.
An outside the foot curling ball that splits through the middle is not something that should be allowed. And in 9 months, if there's an explosion of birth rates in Croatia because of it, I'd understand.
It was truly beautiful.
Man City got a goal in the first leg against Atletico. It finished 0-0 in the second leg. So it's kind of a boring game, honestly. Some teams kind of chirping back at each other. It's kind of boring. Benfica gave Liverpool all they could handle, but at the end of the day, Liverpool's speed on the attack and being clinical in the final third kind of stopped Benfica. But like the aggregate score, I think was 7-4 or 6-4.
6-4. 6-4, yeah.
6-4. And then the big one, Villarreal, they play in Spain, took on Bayern Munich, who won the Champions League 2 years ago and were pretty heavy favorites going into this year. At least with PSG, like they were tied. Villarreal actually beat them 2-1 on aggregate. I know that one's right. I can't remember his name. His name's Chucky Awiza or something like that.
Weezer?
He was yes, Weezer.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Chukwueze or something. I don't know how you say that name.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but he scored like the one that kind of put it through. So you have a Liverpool Villarreal semifinal with Man City Real Madrid. Villarreal has kind of upset their way here, and we're not given the favorite in either of their matchups, and absolutely deserve to win both matchups they've been in. Let's see, aside from Champions League there, that's kind of the setup. Man City, Madrid, names everyone knows. That one will be fun. Outside of Champions League, Premier League, let's go, you Spurs, come on. Come on, you Spurs. They're in fourth. They control their own destiny to get fourth, which is important because that's the last Champions League spot. The thing to keep an eye on with that is West Ham United is in the semifinals of EuroLeague right now, or Europa League. So if they win that, then the fourth team for like the Premier League does not matter. It will go to West Ham if they win the Europa League because you're guaranteed a spot in Champions League the next year.
So Tottenham could still miss potentially.
Tottenham could get fourth and miss the Champions League. Yes, it's not.
So they
really
don't control their own destiny.
They do in the table standings. They do control their own destiny.
Okay.
But from a standpoint of me looking at it and being like, this is the most Tottenham thing that can happen to Tottenham, is that. I'm sure I'm missing something. Oh, U.S. made the World Cup. That's a big one. World Cup is pretty much settled on who will go.
Let's go.
The U.S. was so close to having the memeiest group possible. I think they actually do.
No, they do. They have England, Iran, U.S., and I don't know why I'm blanking on the fourth team.
It's the winner of the Europe one, right?
Yes, it is. Thank you. It's the winner of Scotland, Ukraine, and Poland, I believe. I think it's the team they're waiting on.
All I know is USA versus England, Thanksgiving Day.
I thought it was the day after, but it might be Thanksgiving Day, which is
I think it
amazing.
Is. Yeah.
What a absolute
for soccer, that's all I can think of. All I ask is, Austin, you saw it. Kai, I don't know if you did. Rishi, I don't even know what your thoughts on soccer are. Look up
Luka Modric pass.
I'm gonna look it up.
I couldn't find it, but I think my take is U.S. soccer is back. We're back.
Oh no, that's a terrible call. Don't do that.
We're back.
We are going to party like it is 1776 in the World
I think
it's coming home.
If the U.S. get out of the groups, expect the MLS in 5 years to be a top flight league. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, I will say if the U.S. beats England, there's a solid chance I will hijack this SNC YouTube channel, and we'll be going live on Thanksgiving by myself, just laughing.
I'll go live.
Just 2 hours.
A Google slideshow of just all the England players looking through it, laughing at them all. We could lose to the other two teams in the group, but I would do that.
FC.
This is my team. FCC. That's my soccer team.
FC Cincinnati.
How come we don't talk about FC Cincinnati on the pod?
We don't want to cover the MLS. I'm sorry. We don't have the time. Not to disrespect the MLS. We don't have the time. Great segment there, Chase. Should be some exciting games of Champions League. Moving on, I'm gonna give you guys the choice. You guys want to cover some March Madness action, or we want to go NFL offseason?
Let's recap March Madness.
All right, March Madness. Our bracket sucked, but we already knew that. I forgot the last time we left off, but I feel like it was heading into the second round or Sweet 16. I got you, Chase. We were heading into the Sweet 16, but Kansas ends up winning the national championship. Why am I blanking on who they beat?
UNC.
North Carolina.
UNC, that's why, yeah. A really good UNC team, which, by the way, Armando Bacot, he's coming back for his senior year. And hopefully Caleb Love too. But
I do have a special message for any of the Duke fans in the chat. RIP Bozo, L, Maidenless.
We saw the end of Coach K's career.
Ratio plus you're British.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd go out like that if I was him. But...
Plus you're British. Plus young boy better.
Plus young boy better. But no,
Mickey Mouse ring.
Kansas won their Mickey Mouse run. Rishi, I love your background. Remy Martin, the transfer from Arizona State.
I really only put him up there because he's like an honorary Indian to me because he looks kind of Indian, even though he's not. He's not. He's an honorary Indian.
He's honorary. Oh no, but he balled out. He balled out in that game. He had some good shots. But yeah, I mean,
I need a power ranking of Rishi's top 5 honorary Indians.
Honorary
Indians.
Oh
man, I'll get that to you next week.
No, but we got any thoughts? Any thoughts on the tournament overall? I thought it was a fun tournament. I thought it was a good mix, good storylines.
RIP my bracket.
Yeah.
I RIP everybody's bracket after like the second day.
No, you gotta
That's
under.
a-
I was
Oh, mine was
so
done
close
in the
to making
third
so
game.
much money. Houston and UCLA just needed to make the Final Four, or the Elite Eight, or whichever. Make it out of their bracket, or make it out of their portion of it. Yeah, so the Final Four.
Yeah, the Final Four.
Couldn't
Final
do
Four.
that. I would have been a millionaire.
Shout
Yeah.
out to the dude who
You had
came in who made over $1 million on the first round alone.
Who did
Walking
that?
the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Some
That's
unknown
nuts.
soul. I don't know his name. He said he was up 800K from the first day, from the first round, and all he needed to cash was St. Peter's to win.
Wow,
If you're up 800K, how much are you risking to lose?
that's what
All
I'm
of it.
saying. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I was
wild.
not up
I know nothing
Doesn't
about
make
the
sports more
fans,
entertaining.
I was not up 800K on the tournament. I was up $75. So I'll take that as a dub.
Let's go.
That's a dub. That's a dub. I didn't
I'm
bet.
21 now. This is the first time I've been 21. Because I mean, I can like endorse gambling now.
No free shout outs. No
Hey,
sportsbooks
until
are
they
getting
give
free
us some
shout-outs.
money, you know who I'd let sponsor? You know who I'll give a shout out to? Pirtle game. All right, go play
Yeah,
the Pirtle
I
game
love
if
that
you haven't
game.
played the
We'll play
Pirtle.
Wardle.
I got it.
Wardle.
I got it on the second day. Just saying.
OG.
The second guess.
Oh wait. Oh, I haven't done today, so don't spoil
I
it.
got.
Yeah,
I got
don't spoil it.
Second guess.
It's the highlight of my days, seeing
It
what
is.
random NBA players I can think of. But yes, anything else for college basketball, so we keep it moving here.
Just
Nothing really.
Anyone have most heartbreaking first round losses for your bracket?
I think
Maybe that's a
Kentucky.
good one.
Really,
Iowa.
I was so sad when that happened.
I gotta say Iowa. I don't really care about Kentucky.
I got two.
I'm facetiously saying Kentucky because I know Alex couldn't be here, but
Hmm
just because I knew what it would do to him, it just made me so sad on the inside.
Wait,
know?
I have been thinking about this. In the original bracket we made as a podcasting group, we had 3 SEC teams in the Final Four. Not a one made it. Alex absolutely ripped on the ACC, the Big East, and the
Big 12, I think.
Big 12, and they all had someone there. You know who didn't? The SEC. So
Boom.
shout out Alex for supporting
My
SEC
boy.
always
It wasn't any of our
frauds.
faults. It was just
Always
Alex's fault.
frauds. Let's go in the NFL offseason here as we're getting in the last 20-ish minutes of the show. My notes here: Tyreek Hill trade that happened a couple weeks ago. Bobby Wagner
I
gets
forgot
cut.
about that.
Yeah, well, he's on the Dolphins. Yeah. Bobby Wagner to the Rams because the Seahawks just cut him. Also, before RIP Dwayne Haskins, honestly, it was really sad to hear that. Yeah, I don't know what the whole deal with that was, but it was really sad to hear that. But yeah, I don't think there's been any like other crazy signings or
Russell
anything.
Wilson.
We talked about Russell Wilson, I think, when we were on the show last. I'm
I
pretty
think
sure.
overall it was a lot of pretty big
Von
moves.
Gilmore
But yeah,
just
some of them were
signed-
trades.
signed with the Colts.
Yes, Gilmore just signed with the Colts. Yeah, that was actually a pretty big
Absolute
pickup for them.
steal.
Yeah, they only got him for like 9. I think I saw somewhere like 9 million.
It was
2 year,
around like
9.
10 mil a year, which is
Yeah.
an absolute bargain for a good cornerback.
They trade Rock Ya-Sin for Yannick Ngakwe and then replace Rock Ya-Sin with Stephon
With
Gilmore. I
Stephon
think
Gilmore.
that's
That's a
the way.
dub.
Yeah.
That's a
I
dub.
think that's the way. They still don't have any wide receivers, but I believe they're on a good track.
And they got Matty
yeah.
Ice coming in. This is a deep draft. It's a draft next week. Does anybody know?
Yeah.
2 weeks, I think.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. Okay.
28.
Might as well draft show.
We gotta have a draft show.
I have presentations the next day.
I'll think about it. NFL draft shows are long, and I don't know many of the players past.
Oh no,
That's
dude!
the first
NFL
round.
draft season is where I get on all the PFF
grind?
draft guide. I know.
Okay.
That's me for NBA
tell my
draft.
friends, if you name one
That's-
random NFL player who's come into the NFL from the past like 3 years, I'll probably know where he went to college.
That's respect.
Past how many years?
3.
I'm coming
Well-
with some trivia next week.
All
Yeah.
right.
All right. Do we have any favorite players in the draft, offense or defense? Is there anybody that favorite
Yes.
players?
Tyler Lindbaum. I have a feeling that he's going to step into the NFL and immediately become a top 5 center. even though he is got little itty bitty T-Rex arms. He
All he has to do is snap the ball.
Fun fact about Tyler Linderbaum: he beat Tristan Wirfs in wrestling. Think about how crazy that is. He is the highest graded center in the country for back-to-back years, and I think he set the PFF record for grade by a center this last season. He had like a 95. It was nuts. I love him. I love all the Iowa offensive line prospects.
Oh, he's my
favorite
yeah.
because he flies around. Like him, watching him go to the second level, he's like a missile.
Yeah, I'm really gonna sit down and grind that O-line tape with you, Austin.
Yeah. Let's respect
Sky
that.
Moore. Sky Moore is another favorite of mine.
That's the wide receiver. I feel like I
Western
heard.
Michigan.
Yeah,
I
I think I heard
watched him
Alex
play.
talking about him.
Yeah, he's just like dependable at the catch. I think he had like 3 catches his entire like last season, or 3 drops his entire last season. He was the highest graded receiver in the country. Separation machine. He's like Elijah Moore, but a little taller.
Okay.
I like whoever gets taken number 2 overall. That's what I like.
You like Trayvon Walker?
Whoever the Lions take, I'll support.
Who
No.
do the Lions take?
I'll get a Sauce Gardner jersey.
If they don't get Hutchinson, they cannot draft Walker. I'm fine with Thibodeau. Or not Trayvon Walker, one of the quarterbacks, not at 2.
What about
Yeah,
Malik Willis, the guy at the Liberty?
He's a project. He played at Liberty. Like
Yeah.
Okay, it's better than Jared Goff. I mean, at least
Jared
was
Goff's
up to
not
win.
that bad. I don't know where like all the Jared Goff slander came from. I never thought he was a number 1 overall quarterback. That's just what it was at the time. But he's never been like that bad of a quarterback.
Hi, he is a great quarterback for $10 million a year, not for 30.
Well, whose fault is that?
All
All
about
right.
the
I think
cost.
they're fine
Or
though. I think the
staying on-
timeline lines up.
Yes. Just pick
They're still a young
pick a
team.
blue chip edge defender
Yeah.
and then just get draft Spencer Rattler next year after he wins the Heisman.
Oh God, Spencer Rattler at South
not-
Carolina.
They're gonna win.
Anybody
Who
else
else at the
that-
top of the
I'm
draft?
gonna
Who else
teach
do you guys want?
lesson, old man.
What'd you say?
Chase my
I was
DC
gonna-
here.
I was gonna say, who else do you guys want? Like, have any thoughts on at the top of the draft in terms of teams or players or whoever?
I really
We
I
have
need
a
to do more
weird
research on it, but
we have a weird amount of teams with multiple top 10 picks this year.
yeah.
I think it's the Giants and the Jets both have 2 top 10 picks, and the Eagles. No, they traded. There was a weird pick swap with the Saints.
Yeah, like the draft order at some point is like Eagles, Saints, Eagles, something like that, where they go back to back.
But I don't know. I feel like this is a good draft for everything except quarterback.
If we do
Yeah.
an NFL draft show, Austin, would you do a mock draft?
Yes. Please let me do a mock
I
draft.
want at least 6 rounds.
6 round mock draft.
I'll figure it out.
I want to see it.
That'd be, you know what? If you do it, we will go through it. All right. I will reward that time given.
Pick by
All right.
pick.
Anybody else draft wise before we move on into last segment for NFL? All right. I'm gonna take that silence as a no. Let's talk about it. Now that off season's, besides the draft, but free agent signings pretty much, the bonanza's over. Who's our top picks? Who would you guys say are the kings of the AFC and the NFC? And real quick, while you're thinking on that, I forgot to mention Kyler Murray is supposedly not playing without a new contract next year. Chase just DC'd, but I'd have to ask him because he was telling me about it. But yeah, Kyler Murray is reportedly not going to play next year until he gets a new contract. So
Interesting.
that'll be interesting. But yes, I mean, after all these changes, who do you guys think are the favorites in the AFC and the NFC?
So the team that I think had the best offseason, I think, is the Chargers. I
Mhm.
think they loaded up with talent because they have a good quarterback on a rookie deal. And I think they added more talent than the Bengals did, who I think also had a
Yeah.
pretty solid the Bengals were solid. They just got better.
Yeah.
But I think the Chargers are the team. Honestly, they're my pick for AFC.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Those
They're the dream. They're the dream. They're a stacked roster with
A young
on a
quarterback.
rookie contract, who's good, unlike Baker Mayfield. You know,
Oh,
like Justin
okay.
Herbert has Justin Herbert because I feel like because I've been talking about this to my friends. I feel like the Chargers are going to become what the Browns were always supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because I believe in Justin Herbert. You know, he was elite last year, and if you have a good quarterback on a rookie contract, you can load up on talent. And
That's right. Yeah, I was also going to say for AFC, my pick was going to be the Chargers too. But it's really good offseason. Justin Herbert's just going to keep getting better, and I'm excited for that. That division is going to be tough, though.
Are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah, that's a tough division.
Yeah, no, I want to. Oh, and then the Rams, I feel like somehow got another Hall of Fame player
For nothing.
for nothing.
Cap stretching.
My thing with this is I don't understand how, what did they trade to get Von Miller? What did they give up to get Von
I
Miller?
think it was like a third round.
Maybe a fifth.
They gave up like a third or a fifth,
Yeah.
and then Von Miller turns around and signs like a
6 year
six-year mega deal.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the value doesn't make any sense there. Like either the Broncos fumbled the bag, because I don't really feel like he played well when he got to the Rams, but I don't think he played like that well to be like, oh, he's elite again.
He was good in the playoffs too, and that always.
That's
I was surprised by the
And
deal.
I had a joke. I had a joke that I wrote down. So you know how like all the memes about like once a team gets X player, they like have the Infinity Gauntlet all yeah, the Rams have like the Infinity Bust Down now. Like
Yeah.
it's an embarrassment of riches. Like how many like first ballot Hall of Fame players are you gonna have on one team?
It's
That's
nuts.
true. They did get Stafford last year, so yeah, that's at least one.
Yeah. No. I love Matt Stafford, but he will forever be in the second tier of NFL quarterback.
Name one quarterback better than him right now.
Matt Ryan.
Besides Arch Manning.
Arch Manning.
In all seriousness, give me the Bengals and the Buccaneers.
Oh yeah, Tommy unretired.
Okay, all right.
Dude, all the memes on Twitter after he unretired, I was like, man. So Giselle made him go to Whole Foods once, and he was like, "This ain't for me."
I saw someone was like, dude spent like a week with his family and said, nah.
Watch one episode of Cocomelon and was like, yeah, I can't do this.
Oh, my.
All right, we're in our last 9 minutes. We got to move on. Just quick notes before I forget them. Congratulations, IUPUI center Macy Williams gets drafted 3rd round of the Phoenix Mercury. So really awesome for her.
3 rounds?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I think it is only it's only 3 rounds, 12 picks per or something. So I think she's like the 30th something overall.
Oh,
pick.
right. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, the Fever. Listen, I will do some Fever slander right now. If they fumble the bag, they had 3 top 10 picks. If they fumble the bag again, 4 top 10 picks.
Yeah.
So if they fumble the bag this time, I don't know, because I don't know if you've like followed the Fever, but they've cut their past 2 or 3 top 5 picks.
It was a full rebuild. Yeah.
Yeah, like they're like, nah, we're not gonna trade them, just cut them.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are just some quick notes. MLB starting. I might add on to this. I got MLB The Show, so I've been playing. So I'm gonna get back into it. You did?
Me too.
Nah.
Yeah. I did.
Are you serious? I didn't know if you were joking or not. Oh, you got it.
The game. I mean, this isn't the game, but
Do you have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate? Or
yes, I have an Xbox.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, just $60. Yeah, I got the game. Here's my water bottle.
I grabbed the game. Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm excited.
I have a green screen. It's not showing my mouse. But yeah. No, I mean, yeah, MLB starting up. NHL playoffs are coming towards the end of the month. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on either of those yet, but I mean,
MLB starting. The Tigers have not looked as good as I wanted them to, but that's fine. They're bad.
It is what it is. You know,
they're good.
I'm going to say is that the Asian contingent in the MLB strong. Suzuki comes in. That's like Sai Suzuki. He comes in, is a stud so far.
Where is he from? Which league?
Japan. I think he's from the NPB.
Nippon. Same place. Dude, that league is dope.
Yeah.
Like it is so dope. But yeah, I mean to end it, I was trying to see did we miss? I feel like no, we covered NFL, college basketball. MLB, NBA. Oh, any UFC, anything UFC, guys.
It was a pretty big
Really-
card last weekend.
Yeah, really cool card last weekend. This weekend we got a good fight night. Who's the main event? Hold up. It'll take me 2 seconds to figure this
Aljamain
out.
Sterling's my goat. I knew he would have beat Jan.
All right. Tonight or this weekend's card is, if I can find it. All right. You know what? We don't need to talk about this weekend's card. I can't find it.
Oh. Hey, it's
Hold
all
on.
good.
Volkanovski
there.
Volkanovski drop kicked whatever Korean zombie. And
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. It's Bilal Muhammad versus Vicente Luque 2. They're both top contenders in Kamaru Usman's division.
Mm.
So that's a good matchup. And then there's other good fights on the card too, but something that you always hear with the UFC is the cards where the least amount of names usually end up being the best cards. So just give it a watch if you got ESPN Plus.
That's true. That's true. All right, guys. We're in the final.
Hot takes?
Yeah, we're in the final couple minutes here. Let's do some. I feel like we did rush through this, but I tried to keep moving. We missed 3 weeks. We realistically just can't cover everything, but let's do it. Some hot takes here. There's a lot going on in April.
Kyler Murray to the Oakland Athletics.
that would be hilarious.
That would be interesting.
That's a
That'd be
scorching
interesting.
take.
What am I gonna?
I mean, what, next week will be halfway through first round NBA?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, yeah, I could give. I
Grizzlies
could
losing
give
the first
NBA.
round. That's my hot take.
My hot take is that I don't know if that won't be next week though. But you know what? We'll do 2 weeks. My hot take: I don't think there will be any sweeps this year.
There will be a sweep, I think. I'm pretty sure. There's a couple
Fine,
where
so-
I think there's a big gap.
That's why it's a
But-
hot take.
Yeah, I think I'll.
Rishi explains
So-
to Kai why it's a hot take.
No.
Yeah, well, I actually didn't
That's
think
not
that was gonna happen. So
Well, he has an opinion, and I'll say my opinion, and then you say your opinion, and then we have a show. And
Yeah.
so what I was gonna say was,
podcasting mode.
I think the play-in tonight, Atlanta will win, and we'll take them. How many games will we have played by then?
I think it'd be 3.
If it's
I think
three, well, it's not as exciting to say it's going to be like 2-1 Miami. I'll just say by the 4th game, it'll be tied up 2-2.
Okay. Austin, close us out.
I already gave mine. I think the Grizzlies will lose in the first round to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Wow. How much does Ant average in the series?
1 million points.
Respect.
Don't
All
Don't
middies.
forget to Google Anthony Edwards, Michael Jordan on Twitter.
I'm
That's
gonna
my
do
one
that.
PSA for the day.
All right, guys. Well, there's just 3 of us. So there's 4 minutes to spare, but that's okay. Thanks for coming on the show. It's been nice. It's been a little 3-week hiatus. We've been busy.
Tune back in for my 7-round 256 player mock draft.
Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. No, thank you everybody for tuning in. We should make sure to give out those bonus points. You got to find them now. You promised them.
Yeah.
But no, it's a good show. Hopefully we're on next week. There will be updates, obviously finals and projects and stuff, internships. So we'll see. But everybody, thank you for hopping on. Have a great Easter weekend.